fastest R6 ride I've ever done. So what's up, everybody? I got Holland back and I'm headed back home. So if you have somehow missed the previous videos, I went to a track day, so I had to get Holland all tricked out and whatnot. That's why she has no mirrors on. But funny story, she will not have mirrors from henceforth, because I prefer my bikes with no mirrors, and that is how I do. So yeah, the mirrors are gone. I had to untrack ready her, which is a much easier process than getting a bike track ready, is taking it apart from being track ready. Yeah, so I went and picked it up at Moto Duelist's house. That's where she was being kept from being transported, and headed back home now. Had to take all the tape off the lights. I got block off plates for where the mirrors go. You can kind of see the screws here. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, you can kind of see them. I don't know. It's whatever. I'll show them to you at another point in time. So now I got to get a bar end mirror, and it will be good to go. But yeah, track day. Oh my sweet Jesus! If you like riding motorcycles at all, I was gonna say if you like riding them fast, but I don't even think you have to like riding them fast. If you just like riding bikes, period, man, you got to do a track day. Obviously, I do some pretty stupid stuff on my motorcycle most of the time, and I get the comment a lot, dude, take that shit to the track, man, take that shit to the track. And I've been wanting to do a track day for a while, but as soon as I started getting to the point where I could financially and, you know, my skill level was to the point I felt comfortable going to the track, that's when all the motorcycle theft shit started. So I got like postponed for a freaking year. But I finally got to the track. It was one of the most amazing experiences on a motorcycle I've had. It's basically just a great road that has no speed limit, no cops, no traffic, no anything, and you can ride as fast as you are able to. You know, as fast as you are capable of doing. That's how fast you can go. It is so amazing. And really tiring. I was in the novice group because it was my first track day, so I had to be a novice regardless of how much mountain riding experience you have. They give no fucks about that. And did pretty well, I thought. You know, I was one of the few people that had never touched a track in my novice group, but I was one of the quicker people, so it was really confidence inspiring. Even furthermore, riding with all those people that had done a couple of track days, and I was able to, you know, keep up, or if not, go faster and stuff like that. So that was really cool. Before I went to the track day, I got new tires put on, and I put the Q3s on, and man, those are some fucking great tires. I like, you know, when you got some good tires underneath your bike, man, you don't mind hauling ass and going through turns like a crazy motherfucker. Why are we not going? I don't know what's happening up here. But yeah, when you, like, I didn't want to go to the track with those shitty tires I had. Oh, that's just great. Yeah, just run it. Who gives a f***? I didn't want to go to a track day with shitty tires, because then, you know, you don't feel as confident on your bike. You know, if I was going to go to that track day, if I'm paying this money and spending my entire day to go to this track, I'm not going to waste it having shitty tires and not being able to go balls to the wall. So I bought some Q3s, and so glad I did that. So freaking glad. It was, they really performed absolutely phenomenally. Very glad I put those on. Yeah, track's just a good time, man. If you like riding bikes, dude, go to the track. It is a somewhat pain in the ass process to get the bike track ready, and I say that having an R6 because there's a shit ton of fairings, and I've got these race rails, so I had to take them off to get to the radiator cover and all this shit. So if you've got an easier bike as far as fairings go, you know, you can probably tackle it. You're gonna need wire and a safety wire little tool, but I mean, I think a safety wire tool costs like 20 bucks, so it's not a big deal. But you know, if you're not comfortable doing work on your bike and taking pieces apart and stuff, you might want to take it to a shop. It shouldn't cost too much, probably like 50 or 75 bucks, if that, to get it track, like prep it for track. So, you know, you're looking at, depending on the track and how much the track costs, you know, you're looking at about spending 250 bucks, and you get, you're on the track all day long. You know, my track day started at 7. I left my house at 5:30. I didn't leave to come home until 7 o'clock at night. That was an hour and a half away. So if you think about it, you know, you're just paying for entertainment basically. And as long as you don't wreck it, it's not that expensive. So I cannot recommend going to the track, you know, much more than I already am. It also has the same type of deal that going to the mountains has. You know, when you go to the mountains and you ride the mountains a lot, you get really confident, and you get really, you know, your ability to ride goes way up. And once you go to the track, the same thing happens. You know, you go to the track, you're in this like high intensity riding situation, so it makes you a lot better of a road rider, because I guess, you know, you're a lot more aware of your bike, and you're aware of what your bike's capable of. So it kind of just like, I mean, it makes you a better rider. You know, it makes you a lot better rider. Track especially. The mountains definitely do, but man, the track, I mean, that's just crazy. But it was super fun, super exhausting. I don't know if every track day is like the one I went to, but we had 3 groups. You have novice, you have intermediate, you have advanced. Each group rides the track for 20 minutes, and then it switches out. And I think we got a total of about 7 sessions on the track. I was only able to do 6. I could have done the last one, but I was pretty tired at that point, and I didn't want to push it. All the guys that have been there for a while say that when you get tired is when you start making a lot of mistakes. And you know, I had been riding my ass off all day, and I was like, you know what, I've had a lot of fun. I don't want to push it now, the last, you know, because my luck, I'm gonna go out on that last session and be tired doing it. And if something happened, I'd have been so pissed off at myself. So I just skipped out the last session. I got plenty of riding in there, and I definitely got my money's worth. Also, if you want to do a track day, a lot of bike shops host track days. So talk to your local bike shop if you want to get into it. I went with I think it's Exact. I'll put the information down here. They have a website you can check out. They're really cool, really professional, and had a really good time with them. So they did a really good job. So if you're in the North Georgia, North Alabama area, and you're looking into doing a track day, I would recommend them. Once again, that's my only experience doing a track day, so I can't really compare and contrast another company. But they did a really good job, so props to them, and good job making a fun track day. That's about it, man. That comes to a close, all the track day knowledge and awesomeness. I got a decent amount of video that you guys may or may not have seen by now, but yeah, it's really fun, and it's good for all skill levels. Don't think you can't go to the track unless you're really fast, or if you have a really fast bike. You know, there's a lot of 250s there. There was an instructor on a 250, so you know, if you have a slower bike or you're not as experienced, don't let that stop you. You know, if you want to do a track day, go do a damn track day. There's people of all skill levels. They separate you into faster and slower groups, so you're totally cool, you know, going there. Even if you're the slowest person, who the cares, you know? So just look into it, and if it's something you're interested in doing, I would definitely suggest you to go do it. It's as an avid motorcyclist, it was a great time, so totally recommend that. I'm about to get on the highway up here, so it gets kind of boring after that. But hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you guys on my next one. I'm gonna go pray in traffic now, 'cause that's my thing to do. Oh, Holly is happy to be back on the road. I was treating her bad on the track. Had people coming up to me, asking me, who's a yellow R6? I'm like, mine. They're like, dude, fucking hauling ass, son. And I'm like, thanks, guys. You guys are so sweet. That's awesome. For real, though. Hauling ass. Shit was not even fucking around that day, y'all.